financially, Zenny has not been able to be consistent. The way she posts, unless she's getting $1,000 each post, I don't know how she's making enough for a child in a apartment, in a car, in food. You know, she saw that she has the numbers of her social media on her side, and it
May I make a request?
Please do so.
Can you please bring me the salt and pepper?
Yes.
Thank you.
to constantly have people in her DMs ready to buy wigs. She dropped the price to get even more people interested, which is preying on people who have limited income, preying on people who perceive that you will be trustworthy because of your followers, than just, budding business owners who themselves are not even getting into an influencer promo in a professional way, so they're going to her, to people unprofessional. So it's a hot mess, and it seems like she's going to continue to do this, or else she's going to end up in some tight financial situations. And I say this because I thought her baby daddy was possibly paying for a lot of her expenses, and that's probably not the case. I thought that was the case. I was like, why is she allegedly scamming when I'm sure like her baby daddy got all these jewels, is probably giving her money for the baby and for every month. But when you get into their drama, it seems like he could possibly use or withhold finances as a way of just handling conflict. So you never know the nitty gritty. And Jenny is on a healing journey. And if you look into like her history online, she's on a healing journey every year. And I'm like, girl, you all these healing journeys because you need to get people back your refunds. You can't sleep at night because of how much comments you have to monitor, how swiftly you're learning to block people. The healing journey will wrap up as soon as people start getting their money back. It is not easy to be on top of your social media business. Handle that professionally. Get your taxes together. Get an accountant. Having to save money until you know other money has come through. Because you might get a 3K check, but if you spend that all in 2 days and then you gotta wait 3 more weeks or 6 more weeks to get another 3K check, that's irresponsible. And Zinni is 22. We're talking about a 22-year-old. But I'm 25 and I've learned that now. If I was 21, if I was 19, especially growing up now, someone similar in age to her, I would 100% probably fall for her life. That's my thoughts on it. So, we are a journey. I haven't said it all good, but I've tried. We're in the court for the next case.
I think you should start scamming people.
Slash Jen customer?
I don't know. It is super illegal. Not like anything crazy, but like, I feel like there is a line where I will be slash Jen.
Got any ideas?
Huh?
Yeah, any ideas?
Freaking, I think that you could just, like, I think that you could watch this scammer court videos and get ideas.
Oh.
You know what? It's giving very much how you know your honor, this Judge Manslaughter. I am here today to be my money from this night. I can put my wig back on. Okay, next on the docket, we got the mystery catfish Facebook chef, Chef Taylor. Now, this story, or this court case, is going to be a little bit of a mystery towards the end because I don't have this figured out. But we're going to try our best and see what we end up with at the end after reviewing all the evidence and hearing from everybody we need to hear from.
Yeah, we got all for over 8 minutes.
Before we go too far, I will be showing evidence from the nosy bystander, and I just want to publicly thank her because
FYI, before we go into freaking the wilderness every night, we should make sure that we both have pee cups should we need to pee, but not be able to leave whatever, car or tent for some reason.
Okay.
Thinking ideally, I think, to be honest, the easiest way to do it will just be to get a disposable cup and then throw it away after every use.
Yeah.
A couple of months ago, she was reacting to my "This is a video where I told a child all the stuff on the internet, claiming this was a liar."
And also,
And then we're
freaking,
on track.
it is extra important for us to stay hydrated for numerous reasons, but something that I think is the easiest for me to use as a reminder is that your pee, if you are well hydrated, is good for plants, but if you are not well hydrated, it fucking kills them.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, stay well hydrated for the plant babies.
To that video. So I will be playing some of her coverage of this and other things that I found on the internet. And definitely check out her TikTok if you want to get into any other scandals that are happening on the internet. She covers pretty much anything. Some people cover things so often, I don't even know what they see, but they do, and they cover it all.
Allegedly.
Chef tailing, whether it's tailing, I don't know. I'm going to go with tailing. That's what a lot of people have been saying. Now, she's overall been a Facebook user for years now. She's been posting specifically food stuff for 6 to 8 years on her chef tailing page. Now, when you look at these photos of her, they don't seem that edited, at least to me. To me, they don't look too edited. This looks like a situation again, where we had Tania using them, though I don't consider Tania catfish. And then we have Chef Tailing using them, and I consider her a bit of a catfish. And calling her a catfish is not necessarily a diss, because honestly, Catfish TV show, I've seen like all their episodes, and when people are catfishes, it's a lot deeper than them at all trying to just be decisive. There are a lot of insecurities that are there, and I mentioned this in my past video, that insecurities are not a fault of your own. And I actually did flesh that out a little bit more in the beginning of my Mariah the Scientist video. I read a whole quote where I got that from. So yeah, read Fidelity Beast by Sean L. Harrison. So as you can see, like, a lot of her photos, especially when they're far away, are heavily edited. When she posted on her own. She posted this photo a lot of her with Mr. Ray, I believe. And you can see when she's just like celebrity chef. This is the only celebrity photo she posts.
Kristen, you need to relax your shoulders.
On video,
Wow.
it does not look like her photos at all.
Wow.
And she is slightly older, meaning
Yeah. Wow. Meow meow. Wow.
she's in her like mid-40s. She's not like,
Am I dumb?
I don't know the
Am I dumb?
right word.
In what context?
Am I dumb?
Her
I'm just having anxiety.
LinkedIn page. I don't know
No.
if she made her LinkedIn page. She probably has. It's not that active. Posted on here a while back. Well, basically, she's had the only thing that she's been doing is alleged she went to college and or a trade school, and that she's just been running a Facebook page or overall wanting to start like some sort of sole business. So when you go to her Facebook page, there is a lot going on in terms of food posts. I would say she's pretty professional in the sense that you just get the food post or you get a picture, a highly edited picture of her every now and then. But the story unravels with the cookbook. So the evidence against her are fake food photos and or stolen food photos, videos that seem to be just lackluster for her type of page, and a cookbook scam that has brought all of this to surface. Now, cooking scams are huge on the internet. Like the cooking industry, this is something that I have no idea how to talk about or where to start, but like, for a while, I've started to think like, how do we know people aren't just stealing other people's recipes and turning it into a book? There's literally evidence of white women stealing recipes from their black maids and claiming it as their own. So, the cooking industry is something that I think should be talked about way more, because it's so easy to steal people's recipes. Sometimes they're putting all types of seasoning and spices that don't even go together, just for the average person who's trying to be more inquisitive. And then they're coming out with cookbooks. like, did you create this from scratch? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, is this just a cash grab? Yes. And one person who has been called out for allegedly scamming is Darius Cooks. There's so much information on him. I wouldn't even know where to start. So people have been talking about him on the internet. So of course, like that's one big person known for cooking scams. But cooking scams seems like it's really easy to do if somebody really wants to get into it. I'm not taking any ideas, but it seems like 50% of cookbooks could be a scam. Half of them put out legit ingredients, and the other half steal from a bunch of people. And how am I supposed to believe all those measurements are real when you never, like especially when a lot of cooks nowadays show us them cooking, they never, be like, oh, this is 1/4, 2 tablespoons. Some of them do, but a lot of them don't, and then all of a sudden they have measurements in their cookbooks. And also, Chef Ceiling has a really huge public Facebook group where people put a bunch of their food photos and some of their recipes. And this is a breeding ground for things to be taken, but she's smart enough to not copy people from this group and without credit. So you will see photos from her like popular Facebook group, like over 1 million people are in it, following it. But she'll give credit for those. Okay, so let's get into the first video.
We're in the studio. Let's get into this very bizarre story. Okay, follow me. So if you're probably on Facebook like apparently everyone else, you probably know who Chef Lee is. The story is brought to you by the bystander who said there's something about Chef Lee that just doesn't sit right with her. So the story with Chef Lee starts off really innocuously. She has a food page on Facebook, but she also started dabbling into selling cookbooks. So the chef has 2 cookbooks. This is her current one that's out now, and you can purchase it as an ebook or as a hard copy. Subsequently, after selling her ebook, she started getting a lot of messages like this on Facebook. Apparently, people are really upset because they had ordered her hard copy of the book and even the ebook and were not receiving it, and they started basically labeling it as a scam because every time people would leave messages under her Instagram post, which her comments are now turned off, or her Facebook posts, she would delete them and then block them. And this is literally one of thousands of posts on Facebook. It's really a little bit strange because we encounter people who sell products, but they're scams and going to get the product. The story gets a little bit stranger because of this. So after people started getting a little bit eerie about her selling these ebooks and hard copy cookbooks, people started paying a little bit closer attention to Chef Tayleen's food and noticed that some of the images of the food she had posted were actually photoshopped. You can actually tell by looking at the further right image here below. It's definitely photoshopped.
I think those quotes are down.
This is out there. This image is actually taken from Tayleen's Instagram page on April 4th. This photo is clearly photoshopped. I mean, if you just look at the ridge scene here, right along the edge, it's a photoshopped image. And the question is, why are you photoshopping your food? Because, chefs are just thinking about how they present their food, which is totally understandable. But then, when people started paying a little bit closer attention to Chef Taylene, they also noticed that she's never actually cooked her food live at all these years on Instagram or even TikTok, even though she's newer to this platform. This is the reason for it. Apparently, she was lying about the health and wellness of her dog being sick. She also lied about her social media being infiltrated or hacked, and so that's why she's not been able to like go live, essentially, something of that nature. But then also somebody sent me this video, and just check this out. Part 2. The story. I went down the rabbit hole and look what I found. So this is Chef Tayleen's Pinterest page, and she had posted this on Pinterest, right? This beautiful spread of fried chicken, collard greens, corn, biscuits, beans, and rice, you name it, okay? So I did a tiny reverse image search, and look what I found. So I put that image into a Google Chrome reverse image search, and this popped up. Now this came from what seems to be like a image developer. and he posts these for commercial use. If you look at the top right corner right here, you can actually see that he posts these images and state that they are for commercial use. Now, typically, graphic designers or photographers will do this so that companies or you name it can use their imagery so that they can make money on the back end, right? Kind of like the starving artist, if you will. And we know this is original to the original creator because just below, which you can't see, it actually has the creator's name, where he has his IP address stamped it, and some other markers to let you know that he is the original owner of this photo. And if you go back to Chef Tayling's image on Pinterest, seen here, you can actually see all she did was just reverse the image and bring it as a close-up, so you can't actually see the corner edges where it says commercial use only. We go back to the original individual, the gentleman who posted this image with a commercial use stamp. You can see it there that he has it there for commercial use only. So what she did was she put the image around and zoomed in, cut off or cropped out the border so you couldn't see it, and then bam, just slap it on your Pinterest page, and there you have it. That's only one image. I took one image. This one has thousands of them. And I promise you, if I were to reverse image search all of her images, it'll definitely tell you that these are probably for commercial use, and she's basically stealing it, allegedly. But also, too, be in mind, on top of the fact that people are already questioning her images, it's the fact that she's never actually cooked online. A number of the individuals who are a part of the Chef Tayling and the Scammer Prove Me Wrong Facebook group actually stated that she was stealing these images from a cooking Facebook group. Facebook group is in Belgium, so they would have no idea or scope that somebody in some country would give us their work.
So that's the synopsis of this Chef Tayling scamming. So I had to do my own digging. There is a Facebook group if you all want to.
You want to hear how she's running this cookbook scam?
How?
Posting random images she finds on the internet and saying they are specific recipes.
Oh my god.
Being in a Facebook group of people in Belgium to get recipes from. And then it's compiling this to look like she has an ebook that when you buy it, never gets sent to you.
I do not think that I could, like,
Handle that.
that sounds like so much. That sounds like way more work than being legit.
I think you could pull Cash App scams.
I definitely could pull cash up too.
That is private. I didn't feel comfortable just going into that group and taking a bunch of pictures for evidence as this video, so I tried to do some of my own digging and just longer when that's available. So I tried to reverse image search, and maybe I'm not that good at it. I just tried dragging the image from Facebook into Google Images to see if I would get anything, and I wasn't really getting much stuff because she's good at this. If you go down her page, a lot of her food photos have a similar background that looks like it's actually being taken in a kitchen that she's in with a nice camera. And then when she finally went live, after damn near being harassed for it, I even spotted some of that, so we will see that. But going back to her images, she steals some, or of course she's stealing them from the same place, allegedly, in order to have some sort of consistency. And every now and then you will get a photo like this one where like, you can clearly tell the background is like weird looking, and then there's just the food there. So I'm like, is she like taking a picture of just her kitchen and then photoshopping like food there and taking out the background? She could be. The pictures she takes of herself don't even give that she would be taking these high quality images and being able to post them on her Facebook so frequently. Like, you can't easily, I believe, you can't easily find all of the images. That's why people have to find it in Belgium, because I feel like you can't easily find all these images, which also makes me believe that some of these images, she may be ordering out food. Once they get to her home, she rearranges them really nice for a photo and takes them. But there's still something about her original images of herself that just don't make me believe that she is taking high quality photos. She doesn't look like she'd be able to do that. I don't know. I think that stop judging people on like some of their aesthetic because it just doesn't make it believable. But anyway, with everyone ordering this cookbook, because many of them have probably with her for years, so they decided to finally order the cookbook. Because if you go up and down her page, those photos and videos will make you hungry, and they look good. So when you go up and down her page, you're like, okay, I can probably trust her with a cookbook. On Facebook, I wouldn't say there's a naive adult audience on Facebook, but there's a naive adult audience on Facebook. And though none of these people have ever seen her doing the cooking or anything, probably just a random black hand, they're like, okay, I'm gonna buy this cookbook. And then like, how wrong could a cookbook be? I mean, there are some sucky cookbooks out there. But it could have been copying ingredients from somebody who was really good. The cookbook should have been somewhat decent. But apparently nobody was getting these cookbooks. And she's keeping up her roots. I mean, she posted this on Facebook saying, "Books ship. Even if some bashing on social media or whatnot, I shipped your book with a gift today. I've never denied anyone from trying my crazy, nice recipes. My apologies for the wait." So she's sticking to whatever she's doing online. She doesn't break character. She keeps it going. And this is as much as she feeds into the negativity. She continues to block things. She continues to post as usual. So
I'm really good at
she's not
blocking
letting a lot of
people.
these things
Huh?
get to
I'm
her.
really good at
Now,
blocking
if you
people.
click on the website where she was selling the book, it says, "The store is blocked. If you make a purchase at this store, contact your bank and report a chargeback." So I've never seen anything like this in my life. I've covered a few scammers already, and I've never seen anything like this in my life. Literally, you click the website. I clicked it. I got this screenshot, and it tells you this store is blocked. I've never seen anything like that. So there are some other pages trying to expose the truth, but I will say that the Chef Taylor is a Scammer Prove Me Wrong group has a cover photo where it shows that she has been sued already by the state of Ohio for similar theft and chargebacks. So this is really interesting. I don't know the date of it, but it says state of Ohio. And if you look into where she lives, it says California or Los Angeles. So is she actually there? That could be a whole nother lie. Or is she in Ohio? I don't know. Okay, now let's watch her live. This is just a few clips from the live because it's originally 14 minutes. Let's see it. She's turning the laughing at her into a good memory. Look at the back of her home. She's very vague. I was looking deep into her background. It looked like there was someone laying there. I hate when scammers do this.
Recently, for no reason at all, I estimated local legal team and wireless companies are allowed to raise prices due to inflation. They said yes. And then when I asked,
So from these clips, sorry, it was a little fast, so I'll replay some of them as I talk. So in the very beginning, she shows her face, talking to us a bit, and then she talks about how she's going to be making catfish. She does not show herself to this entirety. She doesn't set up a phone for us to watch her. She has a pot of hot oil over a portable cooker in a space that's not a kitchen. When she goes to season the catfish, she's doing it very rushed. She's waiting for the oil to heat up. I don't know why she just didn't start the live when the oil was already heated up. So she barely seasons the catfish. She did a little sprinkle, dips it immediately in her milk and then her powder mixture. So she's being very rushed with it, didn't fully season everything well. And the angle of the camera is very hard for her as if she has not practiced before. And we will look at other food videos that she has posted. Then she does eventually move to a kitchen, and it's a whole different pot with oil in it that she didn't have to wait for it to speed up because she just got back on the live when it was heated up already. All was very confusing, and I'm like, is she playing into the mystery? Because I think some people do play into the mystery when they're very mysterious online, but this just seems a little unnecessarily confusing. And if you have the resources to continue to make high quality meals, what seems to be like daily, you do not have the resource and organization to set up a camera and let us see you cook and explain it the whole time on live without having to jump in and out. And this could be a self-esteem thing. I mean, she showed her face pretty clearly. This is not a woman that I feel like has to be editing herself. You never know. Again, we don't talk enough about on social media how these women who are in their late 30s, 40s, and early 50s feel when we continue to prioritize things and all these photo editing apps that younger people are already using so younger. But this live just is mad. This is a clip of her, this looked like wings, but her caption was like fried fish. So this could be like fried fish fillets or something. Very heavily battered. It's really good. Like it's gonna turn out really good. This is somebody with some tongs flipping it, dropping his hands, and then it shows us the end meal and there's some fried shrimp on the side. So that looks good. It doesn't look too sketchy. These videos look like it has to be done originally by someone. And if you were stealing it from someone, we would be able to eventually see. And then if you can see the background, it's somewhat consistent. So this video of the biscuits, to me, doesn't seem too far-fetched of it being her. This person has gloves. A lot of her stuff is watermarked. So this doesn't seem too unbelievable. I mean, if I tried to make biscuits, if it looked something like this, I would be following the recipe. I wouldn't know how to make biscuits from scratch with my brain. I would need somebody's recipe. So either she's having somebody else do this, and they record themselves, and she could use the footage. I don't know, but at least this biscuit video doesn't look too sketchy. But again, why are you able to do it like this and not just set the phone up and let us see if you can do it like this?
You're okay. Alone, he's doing
So
the best
now
to
we
scam
have
you.
other montages of food that she will show with little edits. And all of this stuff looks good. A lot of it looks already done. So again, I feel like you can order some of this stuff and just put it in a pan and say you did it. And then the stuff that already looks plated, unless you can hire a chef and bring them in, you know, if she didn't make it herself. I mean, I cook, a lot of us cook. And it's hard to get your food to actually look like this. And you would have to take a lot of time to set it up. And overall, just make sure your food is the right color and the right, look. I don't believe this lady is doing it. Why wouldn't she set her camera up to show us the nitty-gritty details? Why do years have to go by, hacking allegations have to...
This is something I need Hank Green's help with. When dogs get into elevators, how do